Hi, it's the Sweet June coming back at you with another video. Try to get over here by my lamp to provide a little bit more light. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I guess the lighting is okay. It is what it is. I'm sitting in my living room, and I don't have the best lighting in here, even though I have two lights on right now. I guess this will do. I want to talk about, today is October 28th, 2021. I wanted to talk about young single motherhood. This young lady, I just heard, there's 2 or 3 other people that did videos about this young lady. This 21-year-old young lady had 2 boys, 2 baby boys. She had put a few posts on, I guess she was on Instagram or Facebook. She was posting, she was dealing with some deep depression, and she was posting different things on Facebook. And then the last post that she put on Facebook was, if please take care of my kids if something happens to me or something like that. And she winded up driving into oncoming traffic and killing herself, committing suicide. Now her 2 boys are left without a mother. And I hope that the person in the other, I think they said she ran into a truck. What I don't understand is when people commit suicide, why do they always want to try to take somebody else with them? You know, that person that was driving that truck, you know, should not be injured or killed because you want to take your life. It's not okay to even take your life, but then don't try to take someone else's loved one away from their family because you're miserable. That's just not fair. It's not right. But that's the way she did it. She drove into oncoming traffic. And it just, I'm trying not to tear up because it just makes me so sad. It just breaks my heart to hear that story. And plus, I'm going through some other things right now myself, and so I'm a little bit emotional right now. Anyway, so that just breaks my heart. But anyway, I'm trying not to tear up so I can get through this video. Anyway, she was a young mother with 2 boys, and she was dealing with depression. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about single motherhood. If you guys, any of you guys are regular to my channel, you know that I've done a lot of videos talking about single motherhood. I spent many years being a single mother myself, and I know the struggle. And I'm an advocate for young ladies waiting until having children under the best possible circumstances. Young ladies waiting until you're financially stable and waiting till you get a suitable marriage mate to start a family. So I am a big advocate for that. I am an advocate of particularly young black women because it's more detrimental for us to be single mothers. It's more detrimental for black women to be single mothers because we have to deal with not only sexism, but we also have to deal with racism. And it's more it's more of a stigma when we're single mothers. We're statistically most likely to be in poverty. Being a single mother, the odds are really stacked against black women when black women become single mothers. I mean, the odds are really, really stacked against us. And so I am an advocate of, and that's why I do these videos, because I spent many years being a single mother, and it was a hard life. It was a hard life. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm broke down now. my body's broke down now because I had to, I worked for many, many years to take care of my two kids. You know, it was me and my oldest son. It's 10 years between my two sons, you know. And I didn't make good choices. I'm going to keep it 100. I didn't make good choices. And when you don't make good choices, you know that old saying, you make your bed hard, you got to lay in it. You know, that I know everybody's heard that saying, especially if you my age. You make your bed hard, you got to lay in it. And so I didn't make good choices. At the same time, I love them, both of my beautiful sons. And I'm glad that they're here. They're a huge blessing to me. But at the same time, I didn't, you know, just when you're young, when you're young, you don't make good choices sometimes. And so, and that's why I'm an advocate for single black women, single women, period, of all races, but especially single black women, to have children under the best circumstances. It is better for you to not have a child than for you to be a single mother. Now, I'm not an advocate for abortion. Disclaimer, not advocating abortion, because I don't believe in abortion, and I'm not promoting it, and I'm not advocating it. I'm an advocate for preventing pregnancy in the first place. I'm an advocate for preventing it in the first place. I am an advocate, first of all, abstinence is the best birth control on the market. Abstinence is the best birth control there is. Because if you have no sex, then you don't have to worry about getting pregnant with a baby. But if not, there's many, many, many birth control methods out there on the market. I hear that they can do injections now. Some new stuff out there. I hear that they can do injections now, that they can give you an injection. And they got all kinds of stuff that they can do now. So at the end of the day, it's really, really no excuse for young ladies to get pregnant when it comes down to it. Men are not letting men off the hook. Men have a responsibility too, to wear protection, to either abstain or wear protection. Do not have sex with a woman that you do not plan on marrying. And abstinence, abstaining. So I'm not letting men off the hook. So don't get upset, ladies. I'm not letting them off the hook. But because we carry the child in our bodies and we give birth to the child, if it's not under the right circumstances and the man leaves us, or things doesn't work out and the man leave us, guess who's left holding the bag? Or the baby, shall I say. Guess who's left holding the baby? You are. The man, he gonna go off and do what he want to do. Or go off and make other children. Or do whatever. Now, there is some consequences for them, and it's called child support. But you got to bear the brunt of the burden. And that's taking care of the child and raising the child by yourself. So, women, we have to take better responsibility for our bodies. You have to take more responsibility for your bodies. And any mothers out here, any women listening to this video, and you have young daughters, show them this video. Because, like I said, I was a single mother for many years, and I know what I'm talking about. And I don't care if you get tired of me talking about single motherhood, I'm going to talk about it as long as I'm on YouTube. Because I really, really want to, if one young lady listens to me and say, I listened to Sweet June's video and I decided I'm going to abstain till marriage and this and that, oh my God, I'm going to feel like I just performed a miracle. So, I mean, if I could get through to at least one young lady, that would mean the world to me. It would mean the world to me. It would make a huge difference to me. But it just breaks my heart to hear about this young lady. I might do a part 2 because I don't want to make this video too long, because I want to go into talking about, I might expand further on this in another video, because I don't want to make this video too long, but I wanted to go into talking about how detrimental it is for particularly young ladies, to have children outside of marriage, not being financially stable. When you are a young woman and you're not financially stable, now she was 21 years old. She was at the age where she probably should have been going to college or out there, working, enjoying herself. 21 years old is young. I had my oldest son at 22, and that was young. 21, she had two children by the age of 21. And no wonder she was overwhelmed. And what my question is where were the father? A father? I don't know if she had two fathers or they both had the same father. I'm not sure. But that's my question. Where was the father to these children? Why wasn't the father or fathers helping her with these children? Because she didn't make them by herself. And this is what I'm saying, ladies. You gotta take more responsibility for your bodies, and not putting yourself in that situation. Because being a young mother is very, very stressful. Being a mother at any age is stressful. It doesn't matter what age, but particularly when you're young. It's a different set of it's just a different situation when you're young. When you're young and you're at the age where you should be living your life and maybe going to college or doing other things, now you're settled down with this child or children. And on top of that, you are not financially stable. And like I've said in other videos, unless you have secured a good marriage mate and you're making 6 figures, that is the only way, at least 6 figures. That is the only way that you should be considering bringing forth a child into this world. And I got the economy is terrible now. It's food prices are increasing. Gas prices are going up. This economy is horrible. And this is not a time to be bringing children into this system and not having the financial stability to do it. This is just not the time for young ladies to do that. This is a bad time. And so, when you're a young mother and you don't have a support system, you don't have the fathers helping you, you have to struggle to raise children on your own. And she was probably dealing with postpartum depression, and that's real. Postpartum depression is real because I dealt with it. It's very, very difficult. And I've heard other cases like this too, where young ladies have taken I'm just glad she didn't kill the babies. But I heard the worst cases where the mothers killed the babies. And then, of course, in the black community, we all know that in the black community, black people don't get the mental health services that they need. And so that's not being addressed. Because I think if she had gotten the mental health services that she needed, then she probably would have been still here. But she didn't get the mental health services that she needed. Obviously didn't have a support system. And the father to the child. And I honestly wish that black men would stop doing this. I really wish that black men would stop doing this. Would stop. Fathers, that's why I keep saying we need stronger black families. We need stronger black families. The fathers in the home to teach these young males how to be a man. Teach them how to, it's just that we got to do better. We just have to do better in the black community. We have to do better. It's just, There's no other way around it. There's no other way about it. We gotta do better, because this shouldn't happen. These kind of things should not be happening. That woman should have those fathers should have been there for her and those babies. There's no way that she should have had to bear all the burden by herself. And so that's why I'm saying that with being a young mother and having to go through single motherhood by yourself, particularly if you got more than one child. She had two, and she's young, not financially stable. It's just terrible all the way around. And that's, like I say, I tell young mothers, and just dealing with the stresses of single motherhood, having to work, having to pay bills, having to do everything, plus having to come home and take care of the children. It's just she was upset because she felt like she couldn't get a break. She couldn't get a break. She couldn't go to the bathroom on her own. Now, I can't relate to that because, that wasn't ever an issue for me. You either let me go to the bathroom or else. And so, she said that the children wouldn't let her go to the bathroom, or, and she just felt like she just couldn't get a break. And it's so important for mothers to have those mommy breaks. And so that's what I'm saying. She didn't have a support system. The fathers wasn't there. It's just really sad. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just an advocate for, she was overwhelmed. And that's why I said I'm just an advocate. And it's really sad that she thought that was the only way out. She thought the only way out was to take her own life. Now those babies have to grow up without a mother. So, like I say, if you got young daughters, maybe I could wrap it up in this video. If I gather my thoughts, maybe I will expand further in another video. But anyway, you'll see it if I do. But if women, you're watching this and you got young daughters, show them this video. If I said it once, I said it 100 times. Abstain. Abstain. Babies can wait. They can wait. Women are having them clear all the way up into their 40s. Babies can wait. They can wait till you are in the best possible situation. Is it a guarantee? No. But at least get yourself financially stable. Get yourself financially stable. Try to get a suitable marriage made. We have to teach, us older ladies have to start mentoring these younger girls, teaching them how to vet these men. We need to teach our young ladies how to properly vet these men. So you can make sure that you can secure a good marriage mate. Somebody that's going to be there for you. Somebody that's going to stick by you. Somebody that's going to help you with any children that comes into the picture. A rider. That's what you need, is a rider. Okay? And I wouldn't recommend having a child unless you are able to have that. Because it is very, very, being a single mother is a hard life. You hear me? It is a hard life. It is a very, very hard life. And if you don't have, if you're in a situation like that, particularly if you're young like that, and your coping skills are not as good when you're young than it is when you're older. Your coping skills are not going to be, your coping skills are better, because I think I was better emotionally when I had, because my kids are 10 years apart. I think emotionally I was better, even though when I had my youngest son, his father basically abandoned us and kicked us to the curb. I still would say that I was I went through emotionally then, but my coping mechanisms were better then than it was when I had my oldest son at 22. And I had postpartum depression. So I had it real bad. So my coping mechanisms were, believe it or not, were better when I had my youngest son. And that's because I was older, more wiser. When you're young, your coping mechanisms are not going to be good. You probably don't have 9 times out of 10. She didn't have a relationship with God. You know, that's young. 21 is young. It's really not enough time to really develop anything. You know, it's not really enough time to develop spiritually. It's not enough time to develop mentally. Maturity wise, it's not 21 is not enough time to develop anything. They say your brain don't even stop growing till you're 25. That's what they say. Your brain don't stop growing till you're 25. So imagine if you have a child before that and things are not developed. So, you know, your mind ain't going to be right. You know, your mind ain't going to be right. You're not going to, people don't get their head halfway screwed on until at least 25. Some people 30. It depends on the person. So it just breaks my heart to hear about cases like this. It just breaks my heart. I heard that, I wanted to tear up. It just broke my heart to hear that young lady was suffering like that. And that was the only way that she's seen out, you know, of that situation. And I just wish that she had a better support system. I wish that, most importantly, I just wish that the fathers were there. Because everybody else don't really owe you nothing. But those fathers had a responsibility. Those fathers had a responsibility to be there. They had a responsibility to be there for her and those babies. And they failed them. These men, they failed this young lady. And so that's what I'm saying, young ladies. You got to be careful. You know, mothers got to do a better job of talking to their daughters, educating their daughters, you know, on, particularly if you're a single mother yourself, educate your daughter, you know, of the struggles of single parenthood or how hard it is. We got to get through to these young ladies because I'm hearing too many cases like this, and it's just really sad. So that's what I'm saying. I might do another video talking about this. If I think of some more points that if I think of some more things, I might do another video talking about this. But yeah, being a single mother is no joke, particularly when you're young. When you are young, when you're under the age of 25, it's very detrimental. So let me know if you heard about that case. Let me know if you heard about that 21. If you Google it, it'll pop up on Google. But it's some other people on YouTube. Cynthia G did a video about it. And some other people here on YouTube that are talking about it as well. It's just really, really sad. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you're a single mother yourself or you know a single mother, if you have single mothers in your family or whatever, whatever the situation is, just sound off in the comment section for me. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell and give this video a thumbs up if you like. Until the next video, peace and love. This is Sweet June.